Hi, welcome back to another Heather Mac Reacts. Today we're going through some Am I the A-hole stories. And if you like videos like this, make sure you subscribe because I post 5 times a week, every single week. And if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's get into this first Am I the A-hole story. So these are technically Am I the A-hole stories. I told the truth there. However, these have been reposted to Am I the Devil. I have done maybe one other video, maybe 2, not very many, of Am I the Devil videos before. However, I was reminded by one of our viewers. I do not know his screen name offhand because there's X and Y and Z and something like that, but I know his first name starts with an A and I know who you are, so thank you for mentioning this. So I thought it was only appropriate to do a Would I Be the Devil? It's spooky season. Do you guys like, I'm altering the decorations a little bit more. I'm still working on them. I think the double loop is better than the 1 loop, but if you can see, I have like a black leaf garland up here. It actually looks so cute, but you can't see that much, otherwise you won't see me. So back to the drawing board. Anyway, let's get into this first story. Would I be the a-hole if I asked my son to take more responsibility? I mean, under normal circumstances, yes, I believe children should have responsibilities. In fact, me and my husband were just talking, not minutes ago, about how we need to start expecting our 5-year-old to have everyday expectations. He helps out, he runs and grabs things, he's up the stairs, he's down the stairs. Can you get this from mom? Can you get that from mom? Go get your own water, go get your own drink. He can do a lot of things. However, we asked him to help us bring in the groceries and it was, okay, because he wasn't in the helping mood, he was in a watch the movie mood. So I think that we could address that by maybe giving him a warning. Hey, groceries are going to be here in about 5 minutes and dad's going to need your help bringing them in. And that probably would have set up the expectations better. But anyway, we're working on it. And that's how a normal person would feel about children taking on more responsibilities, right? However, the first sentence of this story was, my son finally came back from the psych ward. So I'm not sure if right out of the psych ward is the time to make them take on more responsibilities. But let's keep reading. According to his doctor, he was close to severe burnout. Yeah, let's give him more. Why wouldn't we? The whole situation was incredibly stressful, and it brought back terrible memories of the stunts his mother used to pull. Did you guys hear the do, re, mi, 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 mi. That high-pitched whining me. Yeah, that's all I'm hearing from this father. The whole I'm having a breakdown act, it was right out of her playbook. He just up and left the kids, which is exactly what he constantly complains that I did. He just up and left the kids? What does that mean? Was he babysitting? What was he responsible for with children when he's a child himself? While he was gone, the kids seemed happier. There was no stress over food or homework or chores or anything like that. They were finally having fun, just being kids without the weight of his mood hanging over them. Imagine talking about your mentally ill son like that. We're so much happier now that he's not here. No, how about we're happy when his depression isn't here and we can't wait to get him back and share this happiness with him. See, that's more like what an actual father would say and not a dipshit, which you are, sir. When Nick came back, he spent his first day sleeping. Been there. He didn't make dinner, didn't say hi to the kids, didn't do anything. He ordered lunch and dinner for himself, but didn't bother to get any for me or his siblings. Is anyone fucking not coming to the same X equals MC squared? Because he didn't make dinner. Did you expect him to make you dinner the day he came back from the hospital? From a mental hospital? Do you know how draining it is to have mental illness and then to have such a bad mental illness that you have to be hospitalized? And yeah, I'm pretty sure that one of those doctors or nurses would have realized if this was just a play out of his mother's playbook. You fucking dick. Why did I want to do this today? I'm bringing out the phone. We might need to call somebody. I'm bringing out the pulse ox. We definitely need to know how my pulse is doing. And also, he ordered lunch and dinner for himself, but didn't bother to get any for me or his siblings. Well, with the entitled nature of you, I don't blame him for just thinking about himself. He's probably learned that habit from you, dipshit. I'm at a 123 already. Then on Tuesday, he started yelling at me about not taking care of his grandmother the way he normally does. Nick usually takes her for walks, feeds her, and handles her medication and bathes her, but I had no idea she was in bad shape. When I tried to explain, it turned into another fight. His younger siblings came downstairs, and thankfully they came to my defense. Okay, does the grandmother live there with them and you didn't know she was in bad shape? What is happening in this story? You figure if it's reposted, you can trust that it's real. If this is real, where? This is holier than freaking Swiss cheese. What is going on here? Regrettably, I told him, see, the kids are happier under my care. You keep calling me incompetent, but it's clear they like me better. They're my kids. When did he even say that they would be happier with him? I feel like they started an argument last Tuesday and like we're just coming in like this Saturday and like don't know what the hell's going on. He just sighed and said, you know what, I'm done. You say the kids are happier without me. You think you can handle it all. Fine, handle it. I'm too young for this shit. Have fun. And by the way, I was your kid too. It's really like he's talking to another parent, like say, like an estranged parent. It's almost like he's talking to his ex-wife. It's almost like when he looks at his son, all he sees is his ex. And so he treats his son like shit, like he hates him because he hates his ex. How sad for that poor boy to grow up in the shadow of his mother who his father hates. Damn shame. Ever since then, he's abandoned the kids again. He still lives in the house, but doesn't do anything. For example, the other day, I forgot to pick up groceries for breakfast. The kids had to eat toast with butter, and all they did was complain. Meanwhile, Nick just sat there on the couch drinking his coffee, saying, I normally do the grocery shopping on Sundays, and walked away smugly. I mean, what did you expect? If the kids were so happy with him gone, they must have been also fed, because usually you're not happy when you're being starved. So you didn't know to get groceries for breakfast. What'd you feed them yesterday? You didn't know that you were almost out of it. The holes in this story. You're either the dumbest son of a bitch I've ever heard of in my life, or this is fake and written by a 12-year-old. Or the other day, he was taking a bubble bath, but one of my sons, male 13, needed his laundry done. Nick just said, you can ask your dad, and went back to his bath. Why the fuck is a 13-year-old boy asking someone else to do his fucking laundry? I know goddamn well he's tall enough to reach those knobs, and if he's not, you probably have a step stool or a kitchen chair. Climb on up, bucko, and do your own fucking laundry. Are you absolutely kidding me? If my 13-year-old brother walked in the room and was like, I need you to wash this shirt for me, I'd be like, I'm sorry, do you need me to draw you a map to where the fucking washer is? I guess I could do that. Or I could just tell you that you're a goddamn moron and I'm not doing this shit for you because I'm not your servant. I was gonna say parent, but like a parent should not be cleaning their child's shirt at 13. Sure, are you doing the whole house's laundry in general? Yeah, maybe. But if one kid needs one shirt washed, I'm pretty sure you can find another load of clothes to put in with that shirt and wash it yourself. Come on now. We even have Tide Pods these days. You don't have to measure shit. You just dunk a couple of those bad Larrys in there and like call it a day. So stupid. He won't help with the kids' homework, and the only chores he does are cleaning up after himself when he cooks or uses a plate. He only helps Cole, who's male 17. So how old is Nick? I would really like to know that. But I can't believe a parent is complaining that a teenage boy is cleaning up after himself. I feel like most of the moms in this world would be happy if their kid just cleaned up after themselves without being asked, bribed, freaking admonished, yelled at, freaking talked into, coerced, threatened, you know, I mean, really. And you're like, he only cleans up after himself. Great. And he's not doing shit for you because you treat him like shit. So, I mean, like, in my opinion, that's a good ass roommate who cleans up after himself, please. Nick isn't acting like himself. Oh, the child who just got out of a psych ward and is being treated like shit isn't acting like himself? Strange. What could be the problem? I feel like Steve in Blue's Clues, when the fucking clue is right there and he's like, I don't see it. And all the kids are going, it's right there, you fucking dumbass. And he's like, that's what this parent reminds me of. On Saturday, he came home after hours of being gone, not answering his phone. He stumbled in drunk with two friends, practically carrying him. They didn't even apologize. They just dropped him on the couch. I didn't even know he had close friends. And that says more about you than it does about him. He's being completely irresponsible. He doesn't do anything around the house and it's starting to fall apart. The kids don't listen to me and it's all so overwhelming. He doesn't even take care of his grandmother anymore. How do I talk to him about taking more responsibility? I feel like I'm drowning. Even my girlfriend feels overwhelmed. Oh, is it so hard to be a parent that you need your child to parent for you? Are you listening to yourself? It's so hard being a parent and taking care of this house that I need my child to start parenting and taking care of this house for me. Are you fucking kidding me? This has to be rage bait, y'all, and it got me. It got me. You know, like clickbait, everyone wants to be like, oh, clickbait, clickbait, but sometimes it gets you. And this one is for sure getting me. Fuck this guy. Yes, you would be the fucking asshole. 100. Don't even ask me that question. Let's see what Reddit has to say. This guy started posting on his birthday not too long ago. He's a recovering alcoholic, the mother of his children, a drug user. Things were so bad that his oldest child was taking care of all of his siblings and got custody, permanent custody, once he was an adult. Oh, okay. OP toddles downstairs on his birthday and is pissed because there's no birthday banner or breakfast made for him, and the kids aren't home waiting on him with a cake and to celebrate. Mind you, this is a parent who's not been a parent. He gets mad at the son who's been raising his kids for him. Son gives an appropriate response. Are you kidding me? No wonder there were so many holes in the story. You see a dipshit. OP goes on and on about how he's been sober for 11 months and is owed all this care and respect and completely ignores all comments about how he never did that for his kids. So why should he expect it from them? And being sober for 11 months doesn't make him father of the year. Oh, and son is also caring for the grandmother. An added bonus is OP tells son he's just like his drug-using mother who's not in the picture and hasn't been in years. So you're telling me your child that stepped up to get custody of your other children and raise them for you while you fucking drank your bitch ass life away and also takes care of his grandmother, which I'm assuming is your mother? You're telling me all this and then you're gonna say, oh, you're just like your drug using mother. In what way, Curtis? Would you like to explain that one? You dipshit. Son ends up having a mental health crisis. Dad is giving himself kudos for stepping up and taking care of his kids while son is hospitalized. Now P is back tooting his own horn and bashing on the person who's been taking care of his kids since he was a small child because he's been doing it for a few weeks. OP, you're still a piece of shit. You can never make it up to your son for stealing his childhood, and you should be grateful he lets you live with him. You should be paying him back for all the money he spent caring for your kids. Ooh, 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 ooh. If that ain't some damn shit. I honestly hope this is fiction because it blows my mind that you are still trying to get people to congratulate you for doing some things right for a few weeks. Get the hell over yourself. If you think you deserve recognition for what you have done, why don't you give recognition to your son for all he's been doing for years? You really suck. I mean, sometimes you just gotta break it down simple like that. What a freaking update, huh? One last comment. It must be terrible to live inside his head and not be receiving all the care and respect he definitely deserves. He is trash, mom's trash, and poor Nick has been psychologically wrecked by his garbage parents. It's sickening and infuriating. I couldn't agree more. If this is real, which if it's not real, it means this person is rage baiting for multiple posts over a span of time, which is fucking commitment. That's dedication to the cause. What cause? Dipshittery, but you know. Anyway, I would like to know what you all thought about that one in the comments, and let's get on to the next story. I slept with my boss. Should I tell his girlfriend of 11 years? You shouldn't have slept with your boss who was, you know, previously engaged. And I don't mean like marriage engaged. I mean like engaged with somebody else. And ensconced. There's tons of words. Yeah, you were already a dumbass for doing that, but you know, let's get into the story. 2 years ago, I, 22 female, so when you were 20, had a relationship with my boss, 31 male at Trader Joe's, who had been in a serious relationship for nearly a decade. Now they're engaged and she still doesn't know he cheated on her. For privacy, I'll call him E. We met at work when I was 19 and he was 29. I was immediately drawn to him. He was cute, charismatic, and loved to flirt, which I enjoyed. Shortly after, I learned that he had a long-term girlfriend of 9 years who lived with him and oddly shared my name. E and I often flirted at work, and I'll admit I wanted to be with him. Things escalated when he messaged me one night asking to meet the next day at the gym for a Brazilian kiss in the hot tub before our shifts. Do I want to know what the hell a Brazilian kiss is? See, like, he's a dick because he's the one in the relationship. So he's the one who's like being a dick on two fronts. Like, not only are you disrespecting your girlfriend by cheating on her, but you're really also disrespecting the girl that you're cheating on because you're making her the other woman. Like, you're just a piece of shit all around. Now, the girl, the OP, she's also a piece of shit because she knows he's with someone in a long-term relationship, and it doesn't matter to her because she wants what she wants and she's going to get what she wants despite who she has to step on to get there. And that makes you a shitty fucking person. He claimed him and his girlfriend were on the verge of breaking up, saying he was sleeping on the couch and planning to move in with his cousin. I wanted to believe him and avoid getting involved with someone in a relationship, but I was young and felt in love, so I didn't confirm the breakup before we started seeing each other. Mistake. After he hinted he was interested in hooking up, I invited him over and he eagerly accepted. Over the next couple of months, we hooked up every few weeks, but he always returned to his girlfriend. E insisted he wanted to leave her, but eventually admitted he never would, saying it was too much to throw away. Too much what? Lies, deceit, cheating, douchebaggery. After a few months, someone at work found out and informed our manager, who asked us to resign on the spot. E had been there for 5 years while I had only been there for 2. When we were let go, he received a letter of recommendation while I got nothing. E told me he was too afraid to tell his girlfriend, fearing she would leave him. For a week and a half after we got fired, he pretended to go to work, but instead came to hang out with me. Do you feel good about yourself knowing that his girlfriend of a decade is sitting at home or like at work thinking he's just at work and instead he's hanging out with your dirty fucking skanky ass? Ew, girl, ew. Not a good look. He would put on his uniform, pick me up, and stay with me for the duration of what would have been his shift, all to avoid telling his girlfriend the truth. Eventually, I realized it needed to end. We stayed in touch for a while, but ultimately, I blocked him after recognizing that his relationship status would never change. A few days ago, I found out that he and his girlfriend are engaged. My friends and family have urged me to tell her about our affair. You're a fucking liar. Not a goddamn You told everyone, you told all your friends and family that you fucked a man who was in a relationship. That's what you're telling me? You're a damn liar. Girl, you better stop that lying. They've urged me to tell her about our affair, but I worry it won't lead to anything. What do you want it to lead to, stupid? What do you want it to lead to? You think she's gonna break up with him and then he's gonna come running back to your stupid bitch ass? God, what a twat. Other women have warned her about his behavior before, and she didn't believe them. I do have a photo of us kissing in front of our workplace. My sister thinks I should send it to her, but I'm uncomfortable with that. Oh, so you're not uncomfortable sleeping with your manager when you're not allowed to, sleeping with a man in a relationship when you're not allowed to, sleeping with a man 10 years your senior, which at 19 is a little fucking yucky. Never would I ever be interested in a 19-year-old when I was 29 fucking years old. That's kind of gross. And you also weren't uncomfortable with being a sleazy sleazebag. So I'm just wondering why one picture to his girlfriend, his fiance, would all of a sudden give you some kind of, I don't know, conscience. Should I warn this girl about the potentially awful marriage she's headed into, or is it too late? Girl, it's too late for you to have any fucking dignity or decency in this situation. And if I were you, I would wash your hands of it, walk the fuck away, and try to be a better person in the future because you really fucked this one up. Like, you just look like such a dirty bitch. And you know what? He looks fucking dirty too. He's a slime bag too. He's even fucking worse. But he's not the one who wrote to Reddit thinking he wasn't as bad as he really is. That's where the difference is. I am not judging a girl worse than I would judge a boy. That is not the situation here. He's more disgusting because he's, you know, two fronts, okay? She's disgusting because she knew and she did it anyway, and now she thinks she's somehow the victim. Get wrecked. Absolutely not. Not on my watch. I say you 100% would be the a-hole because ain't no one asked you and no one wants to talk to you. Nobody likes you. Let's see what Reddit has to say. You didn't care to want to tell her when you were actively sleeping with him. Why do you want to tell her now that you're not? Beck says, exactly. Like, now you want to have morals? Next says, because he didn't leave her for OP. Oh, so now they're engaged. You're like, I should do something. Sandra, your jealousy is showing. Last comment says, this is it. One of my single coworkers enthusiastically participated in an affair with a married senior colleague and was planning to move cities to be with him and be a stepmom to his kids until he chose his wife and almost filed a restraining order. Said coworker did a 180 and reported him to HR. I think I got whiplash. Girl, you are a danger girl. Yeah, you are the problem. Okay, you are the a-hole. You're the problem. You just need to walk away from the situation with any tiny shredded mozzarella cheese of dignity that you have left and somehow try to salvage your character elsewhere. I would like to know what you all thought about that one in the comments, and let's get on to the next story. This says, my boyfriend threatened to break up with me on a Harry Potter marathon night that I planned because he was embarrassed and would rather drink at the club. 32 male and 29 female. How dare you break up a Harry Potter marathon night? You son of a bitch. No, I mean, like, I love Harry Potter. I love the books more than I love the movies, but like, I love the movies too. And movie marathon makes me feel like I need to get up and do something. But it's not like you interrupted like the Pope giving Easter Mass, Easter Vigil or something. Not that I'm Catholic or really care about the Pope, but I'm just saying, like, it's not that important. Like, relax. Let's see what the story says, though. Yesterday was his birthday. We both are Harry Potter fans, but I'm more into it, and he likes golfing and cars more than I do. Yesterday morning, I asked him if he wanted to go out somewhere, and I told him that I'm planning on a surprise tonight. He didn't ask anything further and left for work. During the evening, I had set the sofas, spread the blankets, arranged the coffee table, fluffed all the pillows, warmed up the place. I made pizza at home for the first time and made smoothies. I brought all kinds of sweets and made mini hair Harry Potter like candies with them. I had got this idea from those reels and had always told him that I wanted to try it out. Sounds cute, but it doesn't sound anything like golfing and cars, which is what he likes more, right? He didn't see my messages till around 9:30 and arrived at 10. I didn't mind it much, but told him that I had everything prepared and that we could snuggle up and watch together. He told me he was tired and didn't want to do it, so I tried request him to sit with me for at least one movie. He somehow agreed. He ate the pizza but didn't try any of the mini candied structures I made. And then when we were comfortable enough, the broomstick scene comes and I tell him how I used to crush on Draco as a kid. He suddenly got up from there and I nearly hit my head on the sofa board. He told me I was embarrassing to still be obsessing over Harry Potter as an adult, that his friends' girlfriends are more mature than me and are actually planning their lives ahead. I didn't know how me liking this related to that because I barely ever talk to him about Harry Potter much anymore. He just walked away after that and I let him. When I don't come back to sleep, he tells me I have horrible taste for even crushing on Tom Felton and that he looks like a sulking cow now. Okay. What hurt me most is that he didn't even taste the sweets I made or even lie down with me for at least an hour. I would have been okay to even change the movie or shut it down. And when I tried suggesting, he just kept shaking his head. He told me to fix my ways before he gets fed up and leaves me for good. And that he left a real good offer of drinking at the bar with his friends. Can we just pause? He wouldn't even taste the sweets I made or even lie down with me for at least an hour. I would have been okay to change the movie. Me. Y'all hear it? Yeah. Me. That's all you hear. All she cares about is herself. And yes, it's a little crazy that a 29-year-old woman would think that a 31-year-old man who only sort of likes Harry Potter would want an entire Harry Potter themed birthday night watching all the movies that he's probably seen before and doesn't really care about as much as you do. Like, what the hell? It's morning and I haven't talked to him yet. He just left without even looking at me. I might be at fault here for not taking his interests into much consideration. Why would I think about his interests on his birthday? That's just so silly. I just thought he would like it because I would show him stuff like that and he always admired it much. I feel kind of hurt. The pizza I made was also his favorite, but he didn't seem to show much for it. I don't know. I may be overreacting. I don't know if it's right for me to love this series anymore. It had been a part of my childhood and I grew up with it. We have been together for 3 years now. The problem isn't you liking Harry Potter because I like Harry Potter too. Sure, do I watch the movies like all the time? No. Haven't seen the movies in years. Haven't read the books in years. Still like the series, still like talking about it, still like learning about it, still like seeing it, still enjoy it, still a Slytherin till the day I die. However, I'm not going to foist that love of Harry Potter, that, enjoyment of Harry Potter onto somebody else, especially not on their birthday. This is like a random, hey, I have a surprise for you after work on a Tuesday. And maybe he would have been like, okay, like whatever, it's something to do, it's something new, it's something cute, like you put effort into it. This is his birthday and you didn't care anything about what he wanted. You just made a night for yourself. Are you hearing that? Anyway, I definitely think you're the a-hole, but let's see what Reddit has to say. I know you feel bad, but sis, you practically planned a night for you, not for his birthday. Next says, also with how he reacted, I wonder if this might be some kind of pattern of OP making his moments into things for her. Yikes. Next says, we are both Harry Potter fans, but I am more into it. This night was basically a gift for you then. I get his frustration. Yeah, you fumbled this one. It was not a complete pass whatsoever. I would like to know what you all thought about that one in the comments. Don't forget, we have a playlist of almost 400 and 400 Am I the Eagle videos up here that you could binge. Please don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.